office premises. It was the 5th of March when the person Za came to work regularly. The person, as usual, went to the large office to leave the bag and then took the laptop out of it. This person headed towards the office where he was applying his technological abilities, trying to maintain the strong influence of a multinational company, for which he worked. He was already walking routinely, with recognizable movements, ignoring frowning colleagues and thinking of the family, which is far away from Za hundreds of kilometers. The person was about to sit down on the leather-covered metal armchair when the boss exclaimed. The head of the aforementioned company called this person with the intention of ordering him something important. Person Za took large and light steps like the wind to the boss. The owner looked at him carefully between thick eyebrows, prominent forehead wrinkles, and a puffy nose, with a precise focus, like a hawk's eye, to ask him what it was about. The boss ordered person Za to go down to the basement to first search, and when the person found it, to check the archive storage with the aim of finding and bringing him the remains of the marks for the construction of the meeting hall because he intended to renovate the mentioned room. The face of Za listened intently to the words that were clearly formulated from his boss's enlarged, blossoming lips, above which hung a luxuriant mustache, and headed for the stairs leading to the hidden room. He slowly descended, to finally seek the archive storage. He was supposed to look for that record at the archive warehouse, under the agreement of the boss, but that didn't happen. The person reached the shelves of the aforementioned warehouse and by chance came across a book, with a title, of course, but no author, that caught his eye. And again by chance, this book was next to the necessary records that the boss was looking for. The person then looked to the right and noticed a 2-meter high, 1 meter wide, and half-meter long display case, which threw out high-intensity artificial lighting, and was the only one to illuminate the dark underground space, only to see the shadow of his own reflection on the glass of the display case. The person then turned his gaze 180 degrees to the left side and was now looking at his own dark shadow. He only saw that. No one else bothered him. He thought about the possible consequences if he chose wrongly, yet he decided, soon. With a slight kick of his feet, he picked up a book without an author, because he was attracted to the book, as if Za was built of iron, and the book possessed a magnet. Then followed the irregular lowering and raising of the eyelids on the face, from great insecurity and fear. Since he knew that the founder of the movement was a derogatory man, but finally he took the book in his hands, the name of which he did not see at first. He would reveal himself only when he blew gently along the cover, brought it closer to himself and, with the help of artificial lighting from the display case where the test tubes were found, spoke softly, beside careless devices. Za looked behind him and observed the space very carefully. Around the warehouse, only to later spot a rubber armchair not far from him. After he calmly sat down on a comfortable armchair, he opened the book and started reading, and all the misery and noise that could be heard in his head disappeared. Only Tobias